6 zodiac signs who don't need a lot of money to be happy. For some people, happiness isn't tied to wealth or material success. According to astrology, certain zodiac signs are content with simplicity and don't need a lot of money to feel fulfilled. They value experiences, relationships, and inner peace over material wealth. Interestingly, some zodiac signs seem to have a knack for finding joy without the big bucks. And that's what we're diving into today. Let's explore why these 6 specific zodiac signs don't need a lot of money to be truly happy. 1. Pisces, the dreamy artist. Here's a little secret. I'm a Pisces. As a Pisces, I've learned that my happiness isn't tied to my bank account, and instead it's anchored in my dreams, imagination, and creativity. For instance, when I was younger, I remember being equally excited about getting a fancy new toy, as I was about receiving a simple drawing pad and some colored pencils. The toy was fun for a while, but the drawing pad, that kept me entertained for hours on end, and it allowed me to create entire worlds from scratch and gave me an outlet for my emotions. We Pisceans are like that. We don't need expensive stuff to be happy. Just give us a canvas to paint on, or a story to lose ourselves in, and we're content. 2. Taurus, the nature lover. Taurus signs are known for their love of nature and all things beautiful. They're the earth sign of the zodiac, which might explain why they're so connected to the world around them. It's not about driving fancy cars or living in extravagant houses for Taurus. Instead, they find joy in the natural beauty around them, like the changing of seasons or the blooming of a flower. A walk in the park or a quiet afternoon in a garden can be more fulfilling to them than a shopping spree. Because for Taurus, happiness isn't measured by material possessions, but by the simple, natural wonder that life has to offer. 3. Libra, the harmonious peacemaker. I've always admired Libras for their ability to find balance in everything they do. They seek harmony in their lives, and this doesn't necessarily mean having a lot of money. Libras value relationships and peace above all else, and they derive happiness from the balance and equality in their connections with others, not from material wealth. I remember seeing this firsthand with a Libra friend of mine. She would always choose to spend time strengthening her relationships over chasing wealth. She was happiest when surrounded by loved ones, sharing stories, and creating memories. So, to the Libras out there, keep cherishing those relationships. Your ability to find joy and harmony is truly something special. 4. Aquarius, the unconventional visionary. Aquarians are known for their unconventional and visionary nature. They're the forward thinkers of the zodiac, constantly dreaming up new ideas and looking towards the future. But here's where it gets interesting. Even though they're futuristic in their thinking, Aquarians don't necessarily equate happiness with having a lot of money. They find joy in intellectual stimulation, in dreaming up new ideas, and in making a difference in the world. For them, the thrill is in the idea, not in the monetary reward it might bring, and they'd rather be poor but rich in ideas than wealthy, but devoid of creativity. 5. Sagittarius, the adventurous wanderer. Sagittarians are the explorers of the zodiac, as they have a natural love for adventure, and their idea of happiness is far from conventional. For them, it's about the thrill of the journey, the joy of discovery, and the excitement of the unknown. A Sagittarius would rather spend their last dime on a plane ticket to a place they've never been than on a fancy car or designer clothes. 6. Scorpio, the deep diver. Scorpios are the deep divers of the zodiac, known for their intensity and their ability to connect deeply with others. But here's the crux. Scorpios don't equate a large bank balance with happiness. They seek something more profound, more meaningful, finding joy in deep, emotional connections and in understanding the mysteries of life. Money can buy many things, but it can't buy the depth and intensity that Scorpios crave. To Scorpios, true wealth lies in emotional richness, not in material possessions. The true value of happiness. If you've journeyed with us this far, you've discovered that happiness isn't always found in the material wealth we accumulate. For these 6 zodiac signs, happiness springs from places that no amount of money can buy. From the joy of creativity and imagination in Pisces, to the love for nature in Taurus, and the deep emotional connections a Scorpio seeks. This isn't to say that money doesn't matter at all, but it's a reminder that it isn't the end-all, be-all of our existence. The richest people aren't those with the most money, but those with rich experiences, relationships, and inner lives. As renowned philosopher Thoreau once said, "Wealth is the ability to fully experience life." Whether you're one of these 6 signs or not, remember, true wealth isn't about your bank balance. It's about how fully you're able to experience and enjoy life. And often, the most enriching experiences are those that money can't buy.